कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन बल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय यशोदनंदन जय ब्रजजनरंजन जय ब्रजजनरंजन जय जमुना तेरा बनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरनिताय जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जय नृसिंह देव जय नृसिंह देव नृसिंह देव जय नृसिंह देव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की ISKCON बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य नित्य लीला प्रविष्टाष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नमाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताय कृष्ण राधा मदन मोहन जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय श्री द्वारका धाम की जय श्री क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथ धाम की जय श्री श्री मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय श्री श्री मायापुर चंद्रोदय मंदिर की जय गंगा मई की जय जमुना मई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय श्रीमती राधा रानी की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्रोग्राम की जय प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय परम दयाल पतित पावन नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन देव की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all glories to assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai
Hare Krishna. So we are very fortunate to have amongst us His Grace Atmaram Prabhu. Hari Bol. So His Grace Atmaram Prabhu joined ISKCON in the year 1982. He became a full-time devotee of the temple, leaving his government job in 1988. He completed his graduation in science at BJP College, Bhubaneswar, and engineering also in the year 1982. He is initiated by Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. His first initiation was in 1985 and second initiation in 1987. So one offer which he came for him was a professor in microbiology, but his Guru Maharaj told him that he should become professor in Krishna consciousness and travel all over the world to preach Krishna consciousness. So by their mercy he started preaching. So Prabhuji traveled in many countries like US, UK, Germany, France, Bahrain, etc. preaching Krishna consciousness. So initially he was serving in the fundraising department and he continued in that as director for life membership department from 1988 to 2018. So in the last 30 years he has enrolled more than 3,000 people as life members. So not only that, but he also collected Lakshmi for various festivals. He was temple president for Bhubaneswar temple from 2000 to 2003. So during his period, he motivated the government of Orissa to allot a plot for the Gundicha temple for the purpose of ISKCON Bhubaneswar. Also, he got registered. It also got registered in the name of ISKCON Bhubaneswar in 2012. Not only Gundicha land, but also he got permission from government for land for the Brahmachari ashram in favor of ISKCON Bhubaneswar, and he was also actively preaching in the IVS department at ISKCON Bhubaneswar and got many resources for it. And under his direction, they also got 2 buses for the traveling Sankirtan party. And in this way, Prabhuji was very much involved in many services in the temple. And under his direction, Prabhuji has also very much translated lot of books of Srila Prabhupada in Orissa languages. So we are very fortunate to have Prabhuji amongst us. So let us heartily welcome Prabhuji by once loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
We'll now start with Mangalacharan. Om Gajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakhurunmritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandhyaham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vyasya Krupa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanang Pavanevyo Vaisnavevyo Nama Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 27, Text 10. Attack by Chandavega on the seat of King Puranjana. On the city of King Puranjana. Teso tadrikta hareso gruho kushanujiviso nirudhena Mamattvena Vishayeshu Anubadhyata Teshu Tadrikta Hareshu Gruha Kushanu Jevishu Nirudhena Mamattvena Vishayeshu Anubadhyate Vadhyata Tesho tadriktaharesho gruho kushanujevisho निरुढेरामवत्वेन विश्वेषु अन्वबाध्यता Anybody else? Mataji. What word translation? Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Teshu, to them, tatriktha hareshu, the plunderers of his money, griha, home, kosha, treasury, anujivishu, to the followers, nirudhena, deep-rooted, mamattvena, by attachment, vishayesu, to sense objects, अन्वध्यायता, अन्वबध्यता, became bound. Translation. The sons and grandsons were virtually plunderers of King Puranjana's riches, including his home, treasury, servants, secretaries, and all other paraphernalia. Puranjan's attachment for these things was very deep-rooted. Purport. In this verse, the word Rikta Hareshu, meaning plunderers of wealth, is very significant. One's sons, grandsons, and other descendants are ultimately plunderers of one's accumulated wealth. There are many celebrated businessmen and industrialists who produce great wealth and are highly praised by the public. But all their money is ultimately plundered by their sons and grandsons. In India, we have actually seen one industrialist who, like King Puranjan, was very much sexually inclined and had a half dozen wives. Each of these wives had a separate establishment that necessitated the expenditure of several thousands of rupees. When I was engaged in talking with him, I saw that he was very busy trying to secure money so that all his sons and daughters would get at least 500,000 rupees each. Thus, such industrialists, businessmen or karmis are called mudhas in the Shastras. They work very hard, accumulate money, and are satisfied to see that this money is plundered by their sons and grandsons. Such people do not want to return their wealth to its actual owner. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text 29, Bhoktarang Jagyantapasang Sarvaloko Maheswaram. The real proprietor of all wealth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the actual enjoyer. So-called earners of money are those who simply know tricks by which they can take away God's money under the guise of business and industry. After accumulating this money, they enjoy seeing it plundered by their sons and grandsons. This is the materialistic way of life. In materialistic life, one is engaged within the body and deluded by false egoism. Thus one thinks, I am this body, I am human being, I am an American, I am an Indian. This bodily conception is due to false ego. Being deluded by false ego, one identifies himself with a certain family, nation, or community. In this way, one's attachment for the material world grows deeper and deeper. Thus, it becomes very difficult for the living entity to extricate himself from his entanglement. Such people are graphically described in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 13 till 15 in this way. Idam madhyam maya labdhang imang prapse manoratam idam astidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam ashomaya dasatrur hanisye chaparanapi ishwarahang bhoge siddhohang balavan sukhe adhyo abhijanovanasmi ko anyo asti sadrusho maya Jakhye dakhyami modisya iti ajnana vimohitaha. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today and will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy and I have killed him and my other enemy will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. In this way, people engage in various laborious activities and their attachment for body, home, family, nation, and community becomes more and more deep rooted. Translation once, then we'll start our speech. The sons and grandsons were virtually plunderers of King Puranjana's riches, including his home, treasury, servants, secretaries, and all other paraphernalia. Puranjan's attachment for these things was very deep rooted. Teshu tadrikta hareshu gruho kushanu jivishu niruddhena mamatvena visheshu annubadhyata. Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Gaura Govinda Goswami Niti Namine Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patidanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama. Jai Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. So today's topic, attack by Chandavega on the city of King Puranjan, of the Canto 4, Chapter 27, Text 10. Begging the mercy of all the Vaishnavas here, particularly Srila Prabhupada's very senior disciples, I may be excused to start this little provision as per the scriptural evidence. Here, mostly Srila Prabhupada had reflected here on the materialistic people's attitude and their household affairs life. Although about this grihastha or householder life, more had been explained in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna himself. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagas. In Varna Vibhag, he had explained with the qualities and the sections of people accordingly. But in ashram order, there is brahmacharya, grihastha, banaprastha and sannyas. In that context, Krishna told Arjun how one should maintain this ashram order of life. Ashram order means, he had explained in that way, also it was repeated by Srila Prabhupada. It is like a complete body of a human being. Like it is a social body. In that social body, we have different varnas as the different limbs are there. As brain, Brahmins; as arms, the Kshatriyas; belly or udar as Vaisyas; and feet as Sudras. Without the proper placement and coordination among these varnas peoples, varnas class of peoples, there will not an ideal society. But present society is, as Prabhupada told, Kalau Sarve Shudra Sambhavaha. In the age of Kali, all are Sudras. Rarely you will find some Vaisyas, but no Kshatriyas, no Brahmins. You see, what is the present social structure of the bodies? Just having leg and little belly. I will tell it is a disheveled. It is a odd structure being. How can you recognize him as human being? If belly is there, leg is there, nothing else. And in this age, we have to follow ashram order of life. Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Banaprastha, Sannyas. For what? Brahmacharya, Varnashrama, Charvata, Purushena, Parapuman. Vishnur Aradhyate Pantha, Nanya Tattosha Karanam. Our only aim is, with this social order of life, we have to please Supreme Lord Krishna or Vishnu. Jagyavai Purushaha Vishnu. Bhoktang Rang Jagyantabasang Sarvaloko Maheswaram. Because he is the Supreme Enjoyer, Jagyantapasang, all sorts of ritualistic activities, tapasa, all sorts of austerities, these are meant to satisfy the Supreme Lord Vishnu. He is Maheshwara. Ishwaranang Ishwara. Mahan Ishwara. Supreme Controller. In order to satisfy him, our this four orders of ashram should be very, very perfect. Mostly, this order of ashram starts with brahmacharya. And it is mentioned in the Shastras, in this age of Kali Yuga, the span of life of every human being is maximum 100 years. Of course, in Japan and some other countries, maybe 110, 115, 120. Rarely in India, it may be 107 or 108. Maximum age limit. But they are in a very active position, just shaking. Any moment they can leave their body. I will give you an example, because the topic is coming. Once I was in Bhubaneswar, preaching in twin city, both in Cuttack and Bhubaneswar. So I was in Cuttack city, which is a very, very old city, more than 1000 years old city. So there, I was a little bit connected with a newspaper called the Samaj. At that time, its chief editor was Sri Radhanath Ratha. He was, of course, was MLA and minister for some few periods, few timings, but mostly his business was to edit the Samaj newspaper. When he was a little bit old, his daughter became the editor-in-chief, Manorama Mahapatra. She was professor in Odia in Ravensa College. So the time as such, this old gentleman was not able to move. But the daughter has a desire. What's desire? That's useless desire. What is that? Not to make him little bit able to chant the holy name or the Lord's name or some, utter some verse or text from Gita or Bhagavatam. Her desire was, my father should complete 100 years of his age limit. But is not able to walk. So she planned, I should call the physician so that he will give me the advice, proper advice. Ultimately, the physician came, was the family physician. He told, Lord, he's very too old. At any moment, he will leave his body. No, 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 no. My desire is, you should apply some medicines or some, foodstuffs, anything, so that he may continue till 100 years of his life. The doctor told it is totally useless because he is inactive. What is the meaning of just remaining for 100 years? Okay, because you are calling me, I will make arrangement. Then she advised that this gentleman is too weak to make him continue for 100 years or more than that. Not possible, but only possibility is there. Daily, I should not, but because people are so much in illusion, so much in state of Buddha, as Prabhupada told, so you should give him every day, chickens, small chickens. You have to make boil the chickens and 13 to 14 chickens will be squeezed and their juice will be given to him every day. Every Thursday, Monday, which is as per our Hindu community, treated as a very, this very auspicious days, no non-veg items you should take. But that is not followed nowadays because we had become westernized and Europeans and we are following everything. Every day is our habit to take meat, egg or any fish, anything. We are no more in our previous, tapasya that is full of our life with tapasyas or austerities. So the day I went there to see him, it was already 2-3 years past. And the security guard asked me, where you are coming? Why you are coming? I told him, I am from ISKCON. I want to meet Sri Radhanath Ratha, the chief editor of Samaj. Now, why? Some meeting formalities. But he is not in his job. Okay, who is in the job? Her daughter. Now please intimate her I am here. So immediately she was doing some so-called worshipping with different mixture of demigods and Jagannath and Radha Krishna. All this mixture are in their temple room. She came and just asked me. I gave my identification. Then she invited me because if somebody else she could have refused, but because from temple, that's why she allowed me. I took some Krishna Prasadam, as you know, all the devotees are carrying always. So I took that prasadam with me and just handed over her. She told, please be here for a minute. I'm just arranging for his meeting with you. Ultimately, I was sitting and I was not in a mood to sit at all. Such nasty people those are. Entire room was smelling with non-veg items. I felt as if vomit here immediately. But because I had entered the house and waiting to meet, and she's going to call or make some arrangement, I was calling, just praying Krishna and Prabhupada, please save me from this hellish condition of life. Those are devotees, they know how to maintain their purity of devotion. And if they are entering into the Karmi Samaj, particularly non-veg area, they will cry like anything. So she brought her father with a wheelchair and you can't believe just next moment is going to die. Totally skinny and a total skeleton on the body and is lying like this and one guard is there putting his neck little straight as if he is alive for next 100 years. Either what is the meaning to see this dead body? Better to back, because atmosphere is such and rascal is such and daughter is so idiot. They are making all this hellish planet to go to hell. Such is their desire. Let my father should continue more than 100 years. Of course, he remained for another 4 years, more than century, that is 104 years. And that is glad. Oh, Radhanatarata was alive for 104 years. Shatabdi Purush, man with 100 years. Highlighting as if he is a very good blessings to the human society. These are the things in this Kali Yuga. And if our lifespan is 100 years, it is divided mostly to 4 parts. 25 years each for Brahmacharya, from Grihastha, for Vanaprastha, and for Sannyas. But Brahmacharya is the foundation stone of this ashram order of life. Unless you maintain proper Brahmacharya, it is too difficult to enter into Grihastha or householder life. Then to detach, to enter into Vanaprastha order of life, that's another difficult task. And ultimately, the most renounced order of life is the sannyas order of life. So our Brahmacharya ashram is very, very important item for us to follow it strictly. That's a Krishna himself, being the Supreme Lord, himself went to Gurukula ashram, to Sandipani Muni's ashram. Jajjad asrati seshta tattati vetaro jana sajjat pramanam kurite lokastat anuvartate. So Krishna, being Supreme Lord, he had shown through his own practice. Along with his brother, elder brother Balaram, he went to Sandipani Muni's ashram, Gurukula ashram. And he maintained all disciplines. All is carrying out the orders of his Guru. And within 64 days, he had completed all education, all systems of education, all the faculties. And Guru was so much pleased with him. And Guru wants to test him. Once Guru Ma told them there is no fuels to prepare a prasadam or your puddings, it needs fuels. At that time, no gas cylinders or electricity for heater use, nothing was there. So you should collect some fuels. Both the brothers agreed. They are supreme. By the supreme will, tons and tons of, these fuels could have been immediately arranged there. Nothing to be done to them physically to go and search out and make it inquiry and cut it and make it into pieces and this, that. No. But to make it an example to the people of this civilized people, our society, human society, he just, along with his axe, went to his brother to collect fuels. But the divine desire, there is torrential rain. And ultimately the area was flooded. In the ground it is difficult for both the brothers. I think with him was Madhumangal or somebody, no? Yes. Sudama. So ultimately, these three were just shivering with cold. And Krishna advised, please climb to the top of the tree. They went there. Of course, Guru Ma had given some dry foodstuffs, but Sudama's Brahmin, so greedy for the puddings, without telling Krishna that our Guru Ma sent something for us. But Krishna, you don't worry, I'll come to you. I am the lower branch, you are in the upper branch. So let me taste it. What is that? In this, gradually he finished everything. And Krishna told, my dear Sudama, where is our puddings? I am very hungry. No, sorry, I had eaten everything. In that way, Sudama, it is told that he became poor because he had not satisfied the Supreme Lord Krishna. Anyhow, one night passed. The Guru was very much, Sandipani Muni was very much in headache. Where is my child? Students are treated as his children. So let me go and inquire. She was shouting, my dear boys, where you are? It is heavy rain. Why are you not back? What had happened to you? Ultimately, he reached the place where they were. They are shivering in cold. making bundles of their pollutes, keeping under the branch of the tree and waiting till there is the rain will stop, they'll calm down. And Guru had appreciated their sevas and told, I am really proud of you because for the Guru's sake you had sacrificed your this body which is very dear to everybody. So I am giving you my blessings and all, Ashirvad, you will prosper in your life. They are the supreme. What more prosperity they need? But Krishna had maintained that decorum to give us an ideal example how a student, mostly brahmachari, should be. Always carry out the orders of the spiritual master as it is. Like our Western Prabhupada's disciples, those were like our spiritual masters because they are God brother of our divine spiritual master Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj. So they just carried out the Prabhupada's orders to spread Krishna consciousness all over the globe. For them only we are united here. For them only we got the literatures of Prabhupada. For them only we had seen the deities here. For them only we are interested to start and practice Krishna consciousness. For them only we are very much steady in our devotional practice. So they are our real well-wishers and they are just spreading themselves in numbers all over the globe, facing different circumstances. In communist countries, they are suffered a lot. In other countries, climatic condition. And their physical body, where somebody here it is permitting not, still they are continuing their seva to Srila Prabhupada. So this brahmachari order is such a very important order of life. We have to know how to control the mind and the senses. How to relate ourselves with our prime worshipable spiritual master. How to serve Supreme Lord. What are the procedures or processes? Besides that, certain etiquettes are we have to follow. Vaishnava etiquettes, most important. Simultaneously, see the mood of your Guru to just satisfy him as it is. No question of any speculation. That's the most dangerous thing within this training period. And the most important item is to save here virya, which is the strength of yours to continue in this brahmachari period of life. And you have to see how it will be urdhareta. It will go ahead, top, not to the bottom. If you keep it controlled, then through Brahmarandra, your force of this life air will come out and it will reach, this Brahman platform, which is the one, effulgence you call it, or Brahma Jyoti stage of Supreme Lord's bodily effulgence. This is the way to lift yourself up. But if you can't control, then you can take permission of your Guru to accept house shoulder life. But it is not for whole life. No. It is just within next 25 years. Means 50 years. At best 50 years. Whatever may be the condition at that time or whatever the situation at that time, you have to live. They are very disciplined to carry out the order of their Guru. And that is explained here by Narada Muni to King Prachinavari, whose sons were really mendicants. When his father was there, he told them, you should go for tapasya. Without tapasya, you can't realize what is the meaning of human form of life. A very big topic, long topic. We should not go details to it. So they went to do tapasya, and in the meantime, they got Lord Shiva's mercy. Lord Shiva had given them certain prayers and told them to do tapasya. In the water they were immersed for 10,000 years doing tapasya. They are successful. Then they came out as per their father's advice. They came to the state. They had little realization because of tapasya. So Narada Muni, he saw the sons had got tapasya. They had some relation. The father is too much attached to family life. But it is Lord's desire that Srimad Bhagavatam is such an literature which is always giving impartial truth. Prachinabari was not an ordinary personality whose name is coming here, who was darshan of Narada Muni, who was association of Narada Muni, and he is ruling this planet for certain years. But it is told here how he is not able to live the family life. That's why Narada Muni, being expert in spiritual preaching, so he gave him one story, allegorical story, just telling him not exactly of his householder lifestyle, just life, but showing him something that not exactly, but it is also directly to him in this Puranjan topic. And this way in Puranjan, he was doing so much with his senses, so much with his mind, false ego, intelligence, day-to-day activities with all the organs of the body, everything like a Kali Yuga household man is doing. You know better, because people of this age of Kali are mostly trapped by the illusory energy of the Lord. Their aim is what? Just ahara nidra bhaya maithuna. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. So Shastra says, ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha samanya etat pasubhi naranang. Dharmai tesang adhika visesho dharmena hina pasubhi samana. We are doing, human being. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Street dogs are also doing. Is there any difference? No. Activities are all the same. We are doing in a better way. We called what is coming from our scientific research, we are applying it to our life. But they are, low conscious animals. What is available to them, they are doing that. We are making delicious dishes as per our taste of the tongue, palatable dishes. But they are eating what is available in the street. Thrown by us, they are garbage. We are sleeping in a very, modern, this air conditioned and very good style of, comfortable sleep in a room. But they are sleeping on the street. We are doing sex in that very, royal palatial buildings, in the rooms with all facilities, amenities, and they are doing sex in the street openly. And we are using our different missiles, atomic nuclear weapons to protect ourselves. But they are with their, nail and teeth, they are just protecting themselves. But activities are all the same. So, do you think we are superior to them? Just imagine. So Prabhupada told, human life is just deluxe edition of animal life. Nowadays, it is going on everywhere. But one thing is different, that is, dharmahi tesang adhika visesho. Dharmena hina pasubhi samana. One thing is, that is dharma. We call it religion, but Prabhupada told it duty. That makes us different from animal. What is that? That's explained by Krishna. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekang saranang braja. Just surrender unto me. This is the only duty of human being. So what's harm? Krishna is telling, let us surrender. Arjuna had surrendered. But not so easy, Baba. We are doing so much research till we'll reach with Nobel Prize. I'm Nobel rate. I had this invention. I had made this new research. This, that. You are telling me to surrender to Krishna. What is this Krishna? Initially, when Prabhupada went to United States of America and is preaching with his small photograph of Radharani and Krishna and was offering it to any items to before coming to Tompkins Square Park to distribute it there to these newcomers or these hippies or these drug addicted newcomers to Srila Prabhupada. So they were invited by Prabhupada to the Prabhupada's quarters, 26 2nd Avenue. So that they asked Prabhupada, who is this young girl with this young boy? Because their activities are same. Impression is same. Idea is same. Prabhupada, no. He is supreme. And it is Krishna's internal potency, helping him to manifest his lila, enjoy his pastimes. I will tell you later or not now you can understand. Simply hear Gita from me. The instructions of Krishna to Arjuna in Kurukshetra battlefield. Thereafter will be qualified, then only will explain over it. So Krishna told Arjuna that Sarva Dharman Paritejya, just surrender unto me. Abandon all sorts of religion. Just surrender unto me. Arjuna is a devotee, associate. Without any hesitation, he had already been with him. So surrender is not a matter to him. But we people will say, who is this guy Krishna? What for he was here? Always playing with young girls, not a civilized man. Why will just surrender to him? I am the great, as it is told by Prabhupada. Industrialists, businessmen, they think, oh, we have more money, means we are ruling entire area is under our control. We throw money and we will do everything. Nobody is at par with us. In this way, their false egoism is so much that is not allowing them to surrender to the Lord. Means accepting the subordination of the Lord. That means we are equal to Lord or above the Lord. We are also moving lords. He is a pratima, a statue in the temple, but we are moving lords. We can please, we can satisfy the people with us. Why will go there to surrender? Is he better than me? Is he higher than me? Because of this false ego, we have not the tendency to surrender. That is the most weak point of ours, for which our human form of life is waste. As per the timings, old age will come, this disease will come, ultimately death will come. We can't deny, oh, Mr. Death, please wait. I have some other important jobs. I have so much, bank accounts to just withdraw money or some good agreements with different multimillionaires to make my business more and more prosperous. No, Baba. It is just as sure as death. Death is inevitable. Dhruvajanma mritasya. Who is dying, he is forced to take birth, and who is taking birth is forced to die. No question of your invitation request. No. Parikshit Maharaj was very fortunate. And he could see, well informed, that your death will be after 7 days. At least he has some idea that 7 days is there. Let me see what can be done the best so that I can realize Lord or myself or go back home. This is planning. But you do not know. Even 1 month time will be given, you can't do anything. Because you are in so much ignorance. We disbelieve everything. We do not care to the spiritual science. Forget about accepting the transcendental knowledge. Up to the neck, we are with all of our dirty, material desires. in the heart up to the neck. Only thought is how to earn, how to make my family happy. Prabhupada is telling, they are collecting money day and night 24 hours, making different varieties of industries, business and money accumulating process. They are getting, they are keeping it for whom? Let me see my sons and grandsons will plunder it and enjoy. This is their pleasure, you see. Sojanakya Dashu, they are plundering, it is okay. But if devotees are going there, Prabhuji, knocking, please, we are coming to your doorstep, give us some money for Janmashtami festival, for chariot festival. We need, what? I will give you money. Why? This is my hard-earned money for my family, for my sons, daughters, grandsons. I can't give you anything. You see, what is their attitude? I and mine. That is quite obvious. In every family situation, will see it is the same thing. No difference. Ultimately, they are facing the own reactions of their own karma. What they are doing. And ultimately, when death comes, they can't avoid it. As per the impression of the mind, they will take another body. But nobody knows. Because mostly inferior species are just waiting him to welcome. So we should see, we are having a very rarely obtainable species of life, but we are not properly utilizing it. And here, Narada Muni is giving Raja King Prachinabari this allegorical story of Puranjan, how he is maintaining a life of a gross materialistic way of life, completely attached to his wife, daughter, son, even the guards, relatives, money, wealth, house, business, everything. Not a single moment to look at any other thing or thinking of his spiritual welfare. And gradually, this is coming here, how Chandabega, attacked by Chandabega on the city of King Puranjana. This body is everything. In this chapter, we will see King Puranjan's topic means everything is symbolized by Narada Muni, how it is engaged in sense gratification without looking at the self and super self or super soul, soul and super soul. So it is our duty to see. Actually, I had prepared so many things, but anyhow, Krishna is just has some desire. We have to just carry out it. Actually, it is there. All of you know, particularly Radheshyam Prabhu. I'm sorry to say, he's an expert in his preaching, renowned preacher of this Krishna consciousness. So to say, he's a good professor and a good, devotee. Reference like, not less than 50 to 70 quotations in his class. In comparison to him, we are nothing. Still, because we are here getting an opportunity, we have to speak something on this present topic. So we are trying to do, but still I beg his mercy to bless me so that I can speak something on this context. Prahlad Maharaj, he had told to his, demoniac classmate friends about this worldly life. Kathang priyayang anukampitayang sangang rasyang ruchiran samantran. Sut suja snehasita sishunang kalakaranang anurakta chitta. Tedyat koshas krut ibe humana karmani lobhat avitrupta kama. Aupastya jaihang bahumanyamanang kathang virajat duranta moha. How can a person who is most affectionate to his family, the core of his heart being always filled with their pictures, give up their association? Specifically, wife is always very kind and sympathetic and always pleases her husband in a solitary place. Who could give up the association of such a dear and affectionate wife? Small children talk in broken language, very pleasing to hear, and their affectionate father always thinks of their sweet words. How could he give up their association? Once elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are also very dear. A daughter is especially dear to her father, and while living at her husband's house, she is always in his mind. Who could give up that association? Aside from that, in household affairs, there are many decorated items of household furnitures. And there are also animals and servants. Who could give up such comforts? The attached householder is like a silkworm which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned, unable to get out of it. Simply for the satisfaction of two important senses, he is engaged. What is that? The genitals and the tongue. One is bound by material conditions. How can one escape? He is doing the activities. Puranjan is doing, industrial is doing, businessman is doing, multi-millionaire is doing what? They are like a silkworm which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned, unable to get out. As you so shall build those spiritual activities, Lord will help you so that you will be God conscious. If we look to other side with material consciousness, material comforts, bodily comforts and body conscious, then ultimately you will be just bound within the cocoon, for which there is no chance to come out. Again, the law of karma is that it will just force you to accept another body as per the reactions of the present karma you are doing, activities you are doing. That means you can't leave this material world which is binding you up with three modes of material nature. Unless you will be in a liberated stage, you can't make anything further progress. So, Krishna is coming himself 500 years ago to teach through Arjun that Kali Yuga is coming ahead. So, be careful, take the instructions of mine as it is given in Gita and make your life perfect. When people are still callous, Krishna is so merciful. He came again 538 years back as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, devotee incarnation of the Lord in Nadia Navadip, to tell us to follow his instructions. Apari achani dharma, apari sikhai. So you have to see, what is that? Kali Yuga dharma hai Hari Sankirtan. Etadarthe avatirna Sri Sachinandan. Don't look at Gita. Don't look at Bhagavatam. Don't look at any lectures. Don't look at any other literatures. Just chant the holy name. This much can you do? Then it is okay. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalo nasti, vanasti, vanasti va gatir anyatha. He's telling, oh my dear friend, just chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just he had given, with the importance of the name, he had given 8 shlokas, texts, Sikhyastaka. Very, very important. All the themes, all these creams, all the, juice, all the, everything of this spiritual sense are included there. First of all told, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Just chant holy name. Any means. Instantly you'll get the result. Dharma Artha Kama. Even it is offensive chanting. No problem. More you serious, careful about the offenses, trying to avoid it, still it is coming. That intermediate stage, it is called Namabhasa. Like sun is coming in the eastern horizon. But before sun comes, it was like, red or orange color. That signifies, it is the symptoms that sun is coming. Surya Bhasa. Afterwards, sun is gradually coming with its bright sunshine. Similarly, when you are doing or chanting the name, trying to avoid the offense, that is called Namabhasa. Symptoms of the name is coming. But pure name is not yet coming. In the Namabhasa stage, we are getting much more benefits, which you can think at least, which is not within your just sense perception also. So wonderful items coming. And if you feel, it is the success of my chanting holy name, finish, you will go to again to the down. No upwards movement. Because all of your, bad, this planet's action, the planetary action will remain silent. All these who are the, these enemies, if they are in bad thoughts on you to do something hard, that will also finish. And all these, worldly connection, that will finish. Everything you feel as if you had got directly the blessings of the pure name. No. That is the important point of your fall down. Whatever you had accumulated and deposited and it is just coming as the result of Namabhas, if you will satisfied there, you will have to come down. Nobody is there to help you. Be careful. Namabhas stage is the most dangerous stage. Don't think it is the ultimate aim you had reached. No. The more you avoid it, your practice or sadhana of chanting the holy name with avoiding offenses will continue till you reach pure state of consciousness with chanting pure name of the Lord. How can you feel? The moment you chant pure name, you show your most attractive feature of the Lord to whom you are having deep love in your heart with spiritual, sadhana. At that moment, you'll be in trance. You won't think of your body or bodily requirements or sense gratification or material world. Nothing. Simply the Vaikuntha, Gokul, Vrindavan atmosphere. And it is so pleasing, you never want to fulfill the so-called demands of your material body. Because soul is satisfied. Super soul is satisfied. And it is told in Shastras, Jasmin Tushta, Jagat Tushta. If Krishna is satisfied, all are satisfied. Everything is satisfied. So name will give you that stage. No more any need or requirement of this physical body's demands. No. And it will lead to a state of such transcendental pleasure. You feel, I had got everything. I do not know who am I. The entire atmosphere seems you to be like spiritual atmosphere. But the moment you make more and more pure chanting, it has so much effect on you, simply by glance on somebody you will deliver. Not to speak, not to practice him, or not to tell him to become Krishna conscious. You will become so powerful. Even more wonderful is, if you are so pure in body, mind, and the words, the air blowing through your body will touch somebody, he will become pure. That is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy and make others happy. By your glance, by the ear touching you, coming to touch the person, they become immediately ecstatic in Krishna consciousness and they start to dance with Hare Krishna. But Narada Muni, just focusing on King Prachinavari, gave this Puranjan topic for us only, not to look at the body but at the soul and super soul. Just make it a point that your aim of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. As Srila Prabhupada told several times in his different lectures, in Bhagavatam, in Gita, everywhere, what is studying, made his translation, everywhere, go back home, back to Godhead, go back home, back to Godhead. Why? Has he any commission there? No. Mahanta Subhavai Tarite Pamar. He was such a great personality. He descended here to deliver the most fallen like us. At the age of 70, he was going to United States of America. You know how people are competing to go in the young age, but Prabhupada went there. For what? For any income? For any material achievement? No. The students in the park asked him, Prabhupada, why are you been here? Perhaps you want something. You want to take something from here. Prabhupada, no. Now yes, most of the Indians are coming to take something. But you are the first one telling no. Why? Now I want to give you. You give to Americans? What else is not with us? What not with us? You are coming to give? Yes. Which is not with you, I want to give you. That is most valuable. What? You will give valuable to us? And we are not. Okay, let us see. Then they heard to him, made association with him, made deep research over it, convinced, then accepted. Then become the ideal preacher of Krishna consciousness all over the globe and spread Krishna consciousness by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. They are really dear devotees of Prabhupada, dear devotees of Supreme Lord Krishna and Jagannath. And ultimately, they are become the powerful preachers, teachers, deliverers of the whole world. Because they had got the test of the pure holy name. And holy name is such, it will give you everything. Nama Chintamani, Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purna Shuddha, Nitya Mukta, Abhirnatang, Nama Namina. The name and Krishna himself non-different. That will come in your pure state of chanting. So, you should see, if you want to test that, you have to list this inferior test. So Prabhupada told, now you should practice. And it is also told here, if you are not to the side of this Bhakti Yoga, we will be attracted to this worldly items. Jat pruthivyang brihi javang hiranyang pashavah striya na duhyanti manah preting punksha kama hatasyate. Simultaneously, both are there. You can't make it separated. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Handakar. Jahan Krishna, tahan nahi Maya Radhikar. But we are just, marginal energies. Internal, external, always there. We are at the joining state. Just keeping ourselves fixed there. Either you come accept internal potency or you have to accept external. You can't stay in between, as tatastha, marginal potency. So, if you are not accepting the Mahaprabhu's simplest form of chant Hare Krishna, be happy, then you will become a person who is lusty, cannot satisfy his mind, even if he has enough of everything in this world, including rice, barley, and other food grains, gold, animals and women, nothing can satisfy him. Your greed to this side will unsatiable. The more you want, the more your greed develop. Similarly, the more you chant and release the pure name, the more the greed will develop. Both are both these sides, parallel running. But it depends upon your shraddha, your faith, that is coming through the association of dear and pure devotees of the Lord. What they speak, what they want to deliver you. They are not coming for themselves. They are the personalities to deliver the fallen souls. Tarite pamar, nijo karjo nahi tabu jaun tar ghar. He is not coming not to your doorstep to ask for any alms. Give me a dress. Give me some foods. No. That is your wrong notion, wrong idea. He is coming to deliver you. Mahaprabhu told Nityananda Prabhu, Prati ghare ghare giya mago ei bhikya bala Krishna bhaja Krishna kara Krishna sikhya. Oh Lord Nityananda, along with Haridas, you go every doorstep. Ask everybody to chant holy name. To make their life successful. If they are not chanting, what Nityananda is doing? Rolling on their ground itself in the front of their house. Please, please, chant name. This is the only process to deliver you in this age of Kali. No other process is there. So, this is the example for us. Even if devotees are going with Gita in Gita Jayanti Marathon door to door and asking, please chant Hare Krishna. No, I can't chant. These Hare Krishnas are very clever. They may drag me, they may pull me to their temple to make a devotee there. I have to leave forcefully all these belongings as it is there. Jat Pruthivyang Brihing Javang Hiranyang Pasavastriya. You see, this is the attitude. Why? Because we are in avidya. We are not prepared to accept real knowledge. Sa vidya tanmatir jaya. That knowledge which drags you, your mind, attention to the lotus feet of Krishna, that is the real knowledge. But you don't want to accept. We are under the lap of ugly witch Maya. Maya has some education. Maya has some knowledge. We want to become expert in Maya's education. So that our ahara, nidra, bhaya, maituna will be in upgraded position. Will make it more comfortable, higher way and every best way as per the research of our so-called scientists. Nobody is interested to know the self within the body. Nobody is interested to know what is the science of Krishna consciousness. That is not our aim of life. If you live like this, ultimately we will go to hell. Our law of karma will force us to go to the inferior species of life. From what? We have to not able to come to again to human consciousness or human form of life. That is the arrangement of the Supreme Lord. Being the witness in our heart as super soul, He is observing everything. He can't deny, He can't manipulate, or He can't do some changes there. No. He is the eyewitness of our all sorts of activities. In the form of Mahaprabhu as devotee incarnation, He is giving us ultimatum. This is the holy name. Don't neglect. If you neglect, then it will come as Kalki avatar to kill all of you. Indiscriminately. At that time you have nothing to ask or plead or advocate, nothing. And enough chances were given to you. In Indian soil, still we are unable. Mahaprabhu told what? Bharato bhumite haila manushya janmajar. Janma sarthaka karikara paropakar. First deliver yourself, then deliver others. Not by giving bread or cut cloths or giving medicines. No. Real medicine is holy name. Enechi aushadhi maya nasibar lagi hori nama mahamantra leo tume magi. Your medicine is the Harinam. Golokar Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. Not of this ordinarily these worldly some alphabets. No. It is come coming from the spiritual world, from Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum, in a very descending order, through 4 Sampradayas. But present Sampradaya, Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Sampradaya, is very, very just effective. And of which Srila Prabhupada is the best pioneer for all of us. And his legacy was, whole world should be inundated with the spiritual love of Godhead. And by the devotees' efforts, by distribution of Gita and doing door-to-door preaching activities, they are inviting, please come. Tamosoma Jyotirgamaya. Lord, don't look at the dark. Look at the bright in Krishna. Krishna Koti Surya Samaprabha. One sun is there in the midday. What scorching heat of the sun? We can't look at it. But Krishna's effulgence is more than 1 crore effulgent suns. And that's why Acharya is telling, Tamoshoma Jyotirgamaya. Don't remain in the dark. It is a dark place. Unless sunshine is there, moonshine is there, we are in dark. Any of our hydraulics project or any thermal project failure, there is no electricity, no light for us. Just think for a moment. May this come in the coming future, you will see. So, while in the dark, please come to the light. Krishna is there. He is taking care of everything. Don't think that what is my duty, what is my requirement there. No, yes, Krishna told. Ananya Sintanta Jajanamang Parjupasate Teshang Nityavijuktanang Jogakhema Bahamyam. Aham. Krishna told Aham. I will fulfill all of your desires. What is with you, that will be well protected. And what you require, a new budget, are you planning, I will supply. Nobody will say you supply. No demigod. They are under the supervision of Krishna, superintendence of Krishna. Unless Krishna sanctions, they can't do anything. That is in Gita. Very vast topic. So, please look at it. Be very serious. Be intelligent. Take help of the devotees. Take help of the literature of Srila Prabhupada. How devotees are taking so much strength to distribute it in the streets from dawn to dusk. And how they are very much, under pressure to preach Krishna consciousness. They are getting pleasure, but the reciprocation from the peoples are not so much. They are expecting 100%, they are getting sometimes 10%. Of course, sometimes they are getting best percent also. But you are there to encourage the devotees. You are in India. You are in just Krishna's most valuable pastime soil. Still his pastimes are enlivened in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, in Jagannath Puri, in Dwarka, wherever you will go. You will see how it is very, very just effective. How it is just having its own potency. So that by chanting and avoiding the offenses, immediately you can get the result within this human form of life. Don't delay. Anything may happen in the next. Nobody knows. We may get human species or any inferior species. There is so much evidences in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why there is a song. I will just little sing that song, then we will close it. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had sang it. Dara putra nija deha kutumba palane sarvada vyakulami cheno mane mane ke mone arjivartha jasa ki se paba कन्या पुत्र विवाह के मने संपादेव एवे आत्मा समर्पणे चिंता नहीं अर तुमी निर्वाहिबे प्रभु संसार तो मार तुमी तो पालिबे मोरे निज दास जानी তোমার সেবায় প্রভু বড় সুখ মানি তোমার ইচ্ছায় প্রভু সব কার্য হয় জীব বলে করি আমি সে তো সত্য নয় জীব কি করিতে পারে তুমি না করলে আশা মাত্র জীব করে তব ইচ্ছা ফলে নিশ্চিন্ত হইয়া আমি সেবিব তোমায় গৃহে ভালো মন্দ হেলে নাহি মোর দায় ভকতি বিনোদ নিজ স্বাতন্ত্র ত্যাজিয়া তোমার চরণ সেবে অকিঞ্জন হয়া How piteously is praying Bhaktivinoda Thakur, 7th Goswami. He was the magistrate during British Empire here, not an ordinary rank officer. And British people are giving high salute to him. Very honest, punctual, and very much, true to his job. Every day, he was disposing more than 50 cases in his court, which is a record tale now. All is giving justice to the cause. And he is giving his own realization. For us only. We are 7th Goswami. He had introduced the parampara till 6th Goswami. That was time was there disconnected. Again it was started through Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is known as Kedarnath Datta. He is telling always I am disturbed. How to maintain my family, my son, my daughter, my wife, my relatives, my cousins, this and that, like here Puranjan is doing, you see. And I am always worried how to make more income and how I will get more, fame of my job. Everybody wants, oh, my boss should like me, he should bless me, he should promote me to higher position. All this everybody is after that. And I am always thinking how to give marriage to my son, my daughter, where from money will come. And now I had surrendered to you, Lord. Because I know it is your family. It is your responsibility. Ananya Chintayanta. Krishna told, admitted truth. Give everything to trust to Krishna. He will take care of anything. Which we can't do, that is easily by Krishna. Because he is the show of prem. Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Striyate. So much energies are with him. Multifarious energies. Single energy can create the universe. Why, who cares to your small requirements in a small family? And I know you will maintain me as your true servant. And I know if I will serve you, that is the greatest pleasure of my life. And whatever the work is done by your will, that is perfect. But tiny jiva, because of his false ego, is telling, oh, I am doing, I am the doer. No, that is not truth. If you can't sanction anything, what is tiny jiva can do? Unless you sanction. But he is just developing his desire. Let me do like this, or let so happen I can become rich. He has so many plannings in desiring only. But your blessings will cause it to get a shape, or you will get some result by your mercy only. And that's why I am now very much determined to serve at your divine lotus feet. This is the conclusion by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And I do not know what will happen in my house, good or bad, wrong or right. I don't want to be responsible for that, because you are taking care of this responsibility of the house, family. And Bhakti Vinod, just kicking his own Swatantra identity. Oh, I am the doer. I am the family head. I am the maintainer. I am the husband of my wife. I am the father of my son and daughter. I am the businessman to earn money to maintain my family. I am the this man to maintain my animals. I am the owner, or I am the merchant to serve my this salary to this my staffs. No, he's just removing or kicking out his own identity, because my duty is to serve your lotus feet, becoming akinchana, last like a pauper, a beggar in the street. And akinchan means he has nothing, neither rest place, not dressing materials, nor having food stuff, no income, totally depending on the mercy of Krishna. Like Kunti Devi told, Janmai Surja Sruta Sivir Edhamana Madhapaman Naivaharati Vaitam Akinchana Gochara. You see, Kunti, mother of very brilliant Krishna conscious, totally pure, devoted to Supreme Lord Krishna as his son. She is telling, oh Krishna, if you are so merciful, then disconnect my relationship with all these expansion, my sons, grandsons, my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law. No, I don't require everything. These are the attachments. Rather, you will make me away from them, disconnect my relationship with them. I can focus my attention at your lotus feet. She is telling, every moment Krishna is coming to them. They are their family relation. All sorts of dangers were vanished because of presence of Krishna only. But she is telling, Janma Aishwarya Sutasri. If somebody has a very higher worth, aristocratic worth, he has more opulence, multi-millionaire, more than that is what you call it. What is that American, that computer, that vehicle is coming? Elon Musk. More than that, I am such a great personality. Ambani is not comparable to him. So also Adani is not. They are juniors to him. And then I have so much education. Means 100 subject I made my manager's doctorate. I got my Nobel Prize. So much I have. And physical beauty. Thousands girls are after me. And girl is telling, thousands boys are after me because my physical beauty. In this way, Edhamana Madhapaman. They are false ego encouraging. They are very proud. They are just, Dambha is more. They won't bend down at the lotus feet of Supreme Lord Krishna or his dear devotees in form of his different expansions. As grand disciples, great grand disciples, nobody will bend down because Janma, Aishwarya, Sutta, Sri are so predominating with them, with their false ego increasing so much, they think we are the doer, we are everything, more than your Lord. Only those who are Akinchana. Akinchana means he has nothing. Very, very poor. Unless somebody will give him something, he can't get his food. Unless somebody will give some shelter, he will just move in the open sky, in the road itself. Unless somebody will pay for his some coverings or matters of dress, he will remain always in this bare body. This should be our condition. Kunti is telling. When you will be Akinchana, then only Krishna will take care of you. If you are not Akinchana, in your mind you are thinking this, in your body you are in some sorts of other thoughts, and in words you are told, oh, I am really devoted to ISKCON. I am coming every day, Mangala Arati, and coming to all festivals. What's your contribution? Either in seva, or in funds, or in helping devotees, or taking care of the person. Nothing. You are simply coming for yourself. But what is to the institution? And your money will not stay with you. Like sons, grandsons, daughters, they will pull, plunder, like thieves. So, please give something. Become Krishna conscious. Sholpimpi apisa dharmasya trayate mahoto bhayat. If you donate something, that will help you to save you from the greatest danger of your life. That risk devotee takes. That risk Krishna is taking. So, have faith on it. Krishna, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Have that faith. Develop that faith. श्रद्धा शब्द विश्वास काय सुदृढ़ निश्चय कृष्णे भक्ति कैले सर्व कर्म कृत होय. That is known to Radheshyam Prabhu well. He is really dedicated. He has that Shraddha. If you keep Krishna in your center, focus Krishna in your all sorts of activities, and just surrender to Krishna, nothing is there that will not be fulfilled by Krishna. Impossible can be possible by Krishna. Krishna can do and don't do things. Just believe Krishna, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna. Any comments, any questions, please? Otherwise, we will wind up our topic here. It is too late. Sorry. Prabhuji here, very, very seniors. They can give their comments or we can finish. Hare Krishna. Radheshyam Prabhu, you are a very just elevated devotee. So, here